everybody. Hello, hello. Who have we got? Let's have a look. So, hi to Vicky. Hi to Lorraine. Hi to... So, you got beautiful autumn weather with Vicky. That's good. Sandra, you've got a gloriously sunny Scunthorpe. Oh, lucky you. Can you send some this way, please? It's not raining here, but it is grey and overcast. And yeah, there's a little bit of brightness, but it's not as grey as it could be, but it's not great. Who else we got? Nicole. You're seeing the lunar eclipse in Perth. Nice. Fabulous. Hi Louise. Yeah, Vicky, you got the blood moon as well. Wow, okay. Hi Nicole. And Lorraine, you can see it as well. Fabulous. We haven't had that here, obviously. Hi Beth. Nicole, my daughter and I went for a walk along the coast to see the sunset, get an ice cream and watch the moon rise. Oh, fabulous. You know what, actually, last night, is it last night? Yeah, last night, yes, in the evening, so about 5-ish, 5:45-ish, I was driving and the moon was white but big, very big. So maybe that's what then descended down your way, probably. Since there is only one moon, that would make sense. Hi Karen, and who else? Jules as well. Hello, and Riava. Is it Riava or Riava? Is that right? In the Netherlands. Oh, you got sunshine as well. That's good. Hi Liz. Hi Anika. Fabulous. Right. Cool. And breathe. Okay, let me just quickly give me my little measurements that I need. Yes, how is everybody? Let's do all the housekeeping, shall we, while we're here? So, for anybody watching this back, it is a live stream, therefore it will be chatty. If you don't want to watch the chat, you can skip through it. You can wait for the tutorial, which will come up at some point in the next few weeks, or you can come and join us because it's way more fun if you come and join us. Big thank you to all my members. Hopefully I've got everyone's name on here. It's difficult to keep up with, as I said before, YouTube doesn't always tell you what's going on. Hi Denise. So yeah, but thank you to all my members. You guys are amazing. If you need to email me, you can. You've got the email address. If you haven't, then just let me know. You can message me, or everyone can message me on Instagram and Reddit and Pinterest. You can get hold of me that way as well. Yeah, I think that's all I need to cover on there. Yeah, how is everybody? How's your week been? How's your weekend been? I forget what day it is, what day of the week we're on. How's your week been? Anybody been up to anything? Anybody got anything special this week or this weekend happening? Oh yes, just so you all know as well, there will be no live stream next week because I am in the Lake District. So yep, I will not be doing a live. I might do a live for members, potentially, from the Lake District, if I can get signal and if I've got enough data, mobile data on my phone. So that's a possibility. So that might happen. And if I do, I'll probably do it around the same, like now, this time that I normally do it, but it'll just be for members only. So yeah, members, there might be a live stream, just chatty from the Lake District, and I can show you the views of the Lake District. So that'd be nice. So yeah, that may well be coming, but we will have to see when we get up there whether we can do that or not. Who else we got? Hi Pippa, made it live again. We'll have to listen with the sneaky glimpses while you do some cleaning and tidying. Oh yeah, it's my least favorite thing to do as well. I'm with you on that one. Right, okie dokie. So I have got a Pinterest board. I need to go on and have a bit of a tidy up on there because inevitably people end up putting things on there that aren't what they're supposed to be putting on there. But anyway, I do have a Pinterest board. So if you want to put pictures of things that you have made based off of my tutorials, please do. You can go over there onto Pinterest. I've also got the same on Reddit. Again, you can post pictures of things that you have made onto Reddit and then everyone can see it. I have to approve them all, but yeah, it's cool. So that is that. Hi, Sweet Pea. Chilly weather waiting for spring to start. Yes, me too. Okay, so hopefully you guys will have seen my new pad, which is this one, Nature's Textures, which is available in my Ko-fi shop as a digital kit, and it's also available on Amazon as a paper pad. I think we did this last week, didn't we? Used this last week. I have now designed a couple more pads as well, so you will be seeing. I'm trying to do them once a month. So this is obviously for March. And then in April, we'll do one. There'll be another one for April. I might bring the April one forward a bit, possibly. It suddenly occurred to me this morning that I haven't done anything like specifically for Mother's Day, but any of the cards that I do, you could use for Mother's Day. It's just skipped my mind. It's a lot. I've got a lot to think about. My brain's a bit frazzled, to be fair. So yeah. But the card we're doing today, I've used my Bluebell Woods papers, and then I'm going to use Nature's Textures papers for the actual card that we're making today. But the sample card is one I've done using the Bluebell Woods, and it's based off of, I don't know how many of you remember, the triple Z fold card. It's one that other people have done as well, but I did it. When did I do it? Probably last year. Maybe last year? Can't remember. I did it a while ago anyway. And it popped up on my Pinterest, and I was like, ooh, and if you get a few more layers into that. So that's what I've done. So I present to you the multi-tiered Z-fold card. So this has got five, as you can see from the bottom, 5 Zs. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then, so I've used the Bluebell Woods papers, and then what I've done is I've actually then put some of these Journal Safe stickers, and I haven't taken the backing off. I've just literally put them in the layers, so they kind of just sort of stand out a little bit. But you could do like all kinds of things with this. Now, the one I originally did this one, I actually made a bit of a mistake trying to get it to be 5 by 7, and I made it 7 by 7 pretty much. And I am going to do that card as well, because I know some of you like the larger card, and also the 7 by 7 version has deeper. So these are deeper. So it means you can have things like, you know, sticking up there, which I am actually going to do, I think, on that one. But yeah, but for this one, because they're only thin, you can't really, it's a bit difficult to put anything on there. But I think it's quite a cool card. You could also do it so that they come inwards like this, which would also look quite cool. And I think I might have to do one like that. But yeah, so that's the one. That's the one we're doing today. Yeah, I don't really do 7 by 7s, but yeah. So there we go. Right. So we're going to ignore people in the chat, certain people, because they are few and far between. Oh, I wish Bacon was here. My mate Bacon and Rigari as well, because they know about moles, whack-a-moles. Anywho, so yeah, so there you go. So that is that. Let's just ignore, bear with a second. So that one there, that one there, and then that one there, and then that one there. Okay, right. So anyway, yeah, so that's the one we're doing today. So let's put that to one side. So I'm gonna put this to one side as well. You guys have seen this, hopefully. Yeah, I'm sure you've seen this before. So let's grab our base card. Here's our base card. So we are going to need one piece of base card that is 7 by 7. Let's just grab all of these pieces. Nicole, you can see the moon from your kitchen window, so you don't have to keep running outside. Ah, fabulous. Fabulous, that's always good. Okay, so we've got one piece at 7 by 7. So on this piece, we are going to score it at 1 inch and at 2 inches. So that's that bit done. I'll put that to one side. Next up, we are going to go, I'm going to go with the biggest pieces downwards, I think. This one is 1 3/8 by 7. And this one we're also scoring at 1 inch and 2 inches, which doesn't seem right. Let me just have a quick look and see if that's right. It doesn't seem right, 1 inch and 2 inches. Bear with a second. Let me have a quick look at my card and just measure, because that doesn't sound right. Maybe it is. No, it should be 2 3 inches. Why have I written that down as... Okay, so that needs to be 2 3 inches and 3 inches. So I've actually done that wrong, but that's fine. There we go. Right, let's just quickly change that in here. Oh, I know why I've done that. Okay. Do I know why? Yeah, okay, I know why I've done that. It's fine. I'm reading the wrong one in my book. So I need to not. So it's 2 inches and 3 inches. You need to score that one. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Let me turn that round. Then next up we have this piece, and this piece measures 4 1/8 by 7. And on this one, we're going to score it at 3 inches and at 4 inches. So that's that. All the measurements are correct and they're in the description below. So you can have a look at those. Then next up, we have this one, which is 2 3/4 by 7. And on this one, we are going to score this at 2 inches and 3 inches. Now, bear in mind, some of these we are going to turn around. So that one that the second one I did that was 5.5 by 7, I've actually written in my book to score it at 4 and 5 inches, because if you go from left to right, that's how it is. But yeah, we can sort them all out in a minute. So we'll just score them for now. And then last but not least, you've got one piece that is 1 3/8 by 7. And this one is the one that scored at 1 and 2. 1 inches and 2 inches. Okay, so that's all your scoring. So what we want to do now is, if we go with the biggest one first, which is this one, I'm going to turn this round so that you've got your 2-inch bits on your left-hand side, and you're going to do a mountain and then a valley. Okay, so, and the other thing as well, you really do need to use thin base card for this. Do not go thick. This is about a 270 GSM, and to be honest with you, I think it's going to be a little bit too thick. But it was all I could find in this colour, so I've just had to go with it. But yeah, it's going to be too thick. So that's that one like that. Then we're going to get this one. Now, this one, we want to fold it at what would be the 4 and the 5 inches. So it's the second score line, basically. So you want to turn it so that your biggest section is on the right. And again, you're going to go mountain and valley. I'm going to ignore this score line because I shouldn't have done that score line. For some reason, my brain wasn't working. So that's that one. Next up, we have this one. Now, these should be equal sections. So we're going to mountain and valley. Like that. And then we'll do a valley there like that. And that's that one. Next up, we have this one. And this time, we want the biggest section to be on the left and the smallest section to be on the right. So we're going to do a mountain and then a valley. And you probably do need to just double check you're making sure that you've scored it straight, because this one seems to be a little bit wonky for some reason. So there's that one. And then this one here, again, you want the big section and then the 2 little 1 inches. So again, we're going to do a mountain and then a valley. Whoops, daisy. Like that. And that's going to go there. So that's all your scoring done. So now we need to get all of our bits of paper sorted out. So we'll start with this one, I think. Liz, you got cloudy. You can't see the moon. Yeah, we're cloudy here as well. Is it night time for you? What time is it for you, Liz? Is it evening for you? I'm so bad with time zones. Right, so there we go. So for this, we are going to need, now then, where's my original? There it is. Okay, so you need 2 pieces that are 3/4 inch by 1 1/8, and 1 piece that is 4 3/4 by 1 1/8. I'm going to go ahead and stick these on. Let me grab my pin and stick these down. And I thought we'd go with the Nature's Textures today. It is a lot of pattern paper. I'll just warn you, there is a lot of pattern paper to do. I think that way is the right way. Yeah, it's good for scraps though. If you've got little scrappy bits, it's good for using up your scraps. There we go. $6:45 in the morning. Ah, okay. Wow, that's early. Not as early as some, but that's still early. Beautiful on the south coast today. Sun is shining and t-shirts have got an airing. Oh, I can't wait to crack out the t-shirts. We have had some warmer weather here, which has been wonderful because it has been so great and so miserable here in the UK. And yeah, we did have some sunshine. Even if it's not for the whole day, we've had like little bits here and there of sunshine, which has been very nice to see. In fact, yesterday, as I was driving to Board Game Club, it was nice, the fact that it was light as I was driving. I think it's the first Monday where it's actually been light when I've been driving there so far this year. And on top of that, it wasn't raining. It was just so nice. It was so nice. It was light and not raining. I was like, wow, this is where it's at. There you go then, Pippa. This is the one for you. Right, so that's that one done. So I'm going to put that to one side. I'll just move my little bits here. Then for the next one up, we need, and I'm alternating with the paper this time. So we have got, let me see, I'm just looking at my notes again. So we've got one piece that is 1 3/4 by 2.5, one piece that is 3/4 of an inch by 2.5, and one piece that is 3 3/4 by 2.5. So they're going to go on here like that. So let's go ahead and stick these down. Right. So I thought I'd alternate the wood with the pebbles for today's card. I know I've always struggled with men's card, and I sort of do as well. You're a creator of crafting elements. Yeah, that's a good way of saying it. That is a good way of saying it. Okay, stick that down. It's true, it's true. I mean, as long as you use them, it doesn't matter, does it? Do you know what I mean? You know, I had a bit of a clear out recently. Still got loads more stuff that need to clear out, but had a bit of a clear out. Move that over. There we go. Okay, so that's that one. Next up, we have this one. So for this, we are going to need, let me just get these bits out. So this is the one we got two that are the same. So on this one, you need two pieces that are 2 3/4 by 3 7/8, and one piece that's 3/4 of an inch by 3 7/8. So they are going to go on there. It's quite good as well. If you've got scraps, you can kind of do, if you've got, it depends on what size and shape your scraps are, but you could maybe do some strips and then make some backgrounds up with them and then use those as pattern papers. I've done that before. That's quite a good way of getting rid of scraps. But you know that the moment you get rid of your scraps, that's when you suddenly need them. So it's always a good idea not to get rid of them. Okay, let's whack this on here. Oh. Okay. I'm now deliberating over which paper pad to come out next. I'm trying to think, we've got Easter coming up with me. I haven't got any typically Easter ones, but I've got some kind of springy, kind of bright pads ready. I've got one, but it's kind of more summery. I might actually be able to do Christmas in July this year because I've actually managed to design a Christmas pad already. So I'm doing well. I'm not doing too bad, to be fair. I'm not doing too badly. Okay, so then this one here, we have one piece that is 3 3/4 by 5 1/4, one piece that is 3/4 by 5 1/4, and one piece that is 1 3/4 by 5 3/4. So they're going to go on there. So we'll stick these down. If anybody has any suggestions for themes for paper pads, then please let me know. And then if there's enough people who also want them, then I will try and design something based off of that. I did that in the past and did manage to get quite a few of the suggestions done. But yeah, please let me know. I'm trying to kind of do it by the season at the time and all that kind of stuff. Oh, dear Bridgerton just got an interesting version of Mr. Darcy swimming in the lake. Interesting. Okay. I don't watch Bridgerton, so I don't know anything about it. But yeah. Let's stick this down. Oh, for those of you who didn't see my little post as well, my other channel has changed name just because it was kind of turning into not just a travel channel. It was kind of it's been a bit of everything really, and I just thought I don't really want to just nail myself down just to travel, because I've done like taste testing, I've done like obviously a bit of board games, and I want to do a bit more board games on there. So I have changed its name. It's now called Squirkit, which is a mixture of squircles, which I quite like. I couldn't have the handle squircles because somebody else had it, and also because I used to have a cat called Smidget, so I thought we'd mix the two together and have Squirkit. So that is the name of the channel. It's a very strange name, but it's fine. So that's that one. Let's plop that on top of there. And then last but not least, we have this one here. Summer themes, yes. So summer themes. I've got one that is I've done one so far that is very summery, kind of June summery. That kind of, the things that are kind of, well, in England anyway, things that are around in June, in England, that kind of summery. Beach under the sea, seaside. Yes, I think I might need to revisit that actually. I did do that beachy, was it called Beach Textures, as a digital kit before I started doing paper pads. I did one with beach and all kinds of things. That was quite nice. But when you print it off, it's quite difficult to really get it to, to print off properly. Whereas if you had it in a paper pad, I think that pad could be quite cool. So I think I will be looking at that. I mean, this pad kind of lends itself to a few different things, because you could team this up. Like this could be a beach. You get pebbly beaches. So yeah, but yeah, I will have a look at that actually. Lunar Crypt has a quarter to go before it's finished. Oh wow. Well, I hope you guys are enjoying it. Is it Blood Red Moon, is it? Or is it just like a... Have I seen a lunar eclipse? I've seen the sun eclipse back in the late 90s when I was in London. I remember there being a solar eclipse and we all went outside to see it. It was really weird. It was fascinating, but very odd. It was just odd as well, the way the birds reacted to it. It was just very strange. It was very strange. And being in London as well, it was kind of in the middle of the day. And everywhere just went really quiet. It was kind of eerie. It was very strange. Autumnal papers. I'm trying to think which ones I did. I have done some. I'm trying to think if I've done paper pads or just digital kits. I've definitely done autumnal. I've done that many pads now. I forget what I've done. No, not as a paper pad. I don't think I have actually. I'm just looking at my paper pads now. I don't think I have done a paper pad. So okay, autumnal, summer, beachy. Okay. Yeah. I'll have a look at that then. Yeah, I've done that. Obviously, the sunflower one was about as autumnal as I got, really. Move this out of the way. Right, so what we're going to do now is start sticking them down, but I'm only going to stick one side in, and you'll see why in a bit. Do I want to stick that side down as well? Let me have a look. So my plan was, I've got obviously all these, and I want it to be, I was going to make it like a new home card. First of all, I was thinking about a mail card, then I thought, no, actually, I've got to do a new home card. So I have got, and I'll bring my little prototype in. So I don't know if you remember these stickers. These are little house stickers, and these are from Journal Say. And I got them, when did I get them? I think this was the second lot that I ordered. And I just really like them. And I did do some of these over Christmas. But there's this one, Town Whispers of Time, and they did loads of different ones. And this one's kind of like a Chinesey city, like a Japanese Chinese city kind of thing. Yeah, or it could be actually, yeah, I mean, it could be American as well, maybe. But I quite liked it, and I didn't get to use it. And I thought, oh, I quite like the idea of having these like on here and having it as like a new house card was what I was thinking. So this was kind of what I was thinking of. Oh, they're sliding away. Let me just put that there. Put that in there like that. This one can go over here like that, and you can kind of tuck them under slightly. And then that one can go at the bottom there. So that's what I was thinking, but now I'm thinking they don't pop out as much as I was hoping them to. So maybe not. What could we put on here? Pebbles and wood. I'm trying to think what else we could have, because on here it looked really good, but on there it's now disappearing. So let's maybe not do that. Right, any ideas of what we could have on decoration on this one? I'll have to see what I've got. Hi Jeanette, don't worry. Oh well, good for you going to the gym. Wish I could go. Well, no, I don't wish. I mean, I wish I could have the motivation to go to the gym. That's what I wish for. I don't like the gym. Me and the gym are not friends. It's just not a thing. But I wish I could. Mushrooms and toadstools with ferns would be a good theme. Oh, okay, for thingy. Well, I did that again. I didn't do it as a thing, did I? I didn't do it as a paper pad. I think it was just before paper pads. Let me write some of these down so I don't forget them. While you tell me what sorts of things I should put as decorations on this card. Because my houses aren't working. They blend in a little bit. Oh, I need to find some paper. Where's my paper gone? Oh, here's some paper here. Let's just write it on the back here. So we have beach. We've got autumn. We've got, what else was we thinking? Games we play. Yeah, you know what? I was thinking of a games one, but I wanted it to be more like the board games that I play. But then it's copyright if I'm not too careful. So I'd have to be a bit careful with that. But I was thinking I would like to do a board game one because I have lots of people who into board games who, you know. Have you done any paper packs with birds? I have, but not. I've done digital kits, but not paper packs. So let's do birds. Hi Denise. Oh, good to have you. Good to have you. Decorative metal of sorts. Oh, now then, metal. What have I got that's metal? That's a good question. So I've got clocks. I've got clock faces, but I've got another one. So the 7x7 version, I was going to do clock faces, and I didn't want to have to do clock faces again, but I might end up doing that. Let's have a quick look, see what I've got. I don't know if I've got any. What metal have I got? Metal. I've got metal, but it's kind of flowers and things, which doesn't really go. What else? What else have we got? Gears. Oh, I've got dies, gear dies, so I could do die cut gears. Yeah, I could maybe die cut some gears out. What else have I got? Let's have a look in here. I did have some. You hear rustling? It's me looking through my various bits and bobs that I've got here. I did get some gears stickers with journal say, but I think they're going to be too small, maybe, because I've got these. That one's a nice one. That one kind of goes colour wise, and that one maybe. Those three. So those three look all right with it. Let's have a look in here, see what we have. What do we have in here? Lace. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. Oh, I did have some gears somewhere. What's going to be with those? Oh, there were those. That's tape though. That's not big enough. And then the other one, I don't think I've got trees in the other one. But yeah. What do you think? You like the clocks? Okay. What about a glass house theme? Oh, a glass house theme. That's interesting. That's an interesting idea. Right, we're going to go clocks then, I think, just because they're easy. They're here. The only problem is I'm then going to do another clock one for my 7x7. But anyway. Yeah, masculine birthday card. I think that's probably what it's going to have to be, isn't it? Now, I have done a... Okay, right, so I can switch this around if I do that then. I just need to change up my... Because I got a sentiment out for congratulations on your new home, but obviously it's not going to be a new home card. So I quite like... I feel that one might be quite good because it's quite sort of the blue. No, I think I might go with that one. I think. Do you have fish, stickers of fish? No, I don't. Not a big fan of fish. Not a big fish fan. So, no, I don't have any fish stickers. Right, let's have a look at these. Oh, you know what I could do then? If we're using these, again, this is what I was going to do on my other card, but anyway, that's fine. Is if I used the just for you, this just for you here. Oh, I could use, actually, I could go with this one. Maybe I go with that birthday wishes. Yeah, I might go with that birthday wishes. Okay, let's just rough cut that out. And then I might die cut it or... Okay, let's just rough cut this. Because I could have it in the middle of a clock face. Which would be quite nice. Okay, so what have we got? So we've got all these little like rims and things. And this one's a nice one. This one's a nice one too. That's quite good. I like that one. See that we've got cogs here then. We have got cogs here. We're going to need to go bigger at the bottom, I feel, than at the top. What have we got here? They're so nice, these clocks are. They're so nice. Right, that's not going to quite fit into there. That will fit into one of these, but it's a bit big. I guess I could put it on something and then stick it on, couldn't I? And have it birthday wishes up there. It's quite large. Because if I cut it down, it's going to obscure a lot of that. And is it going to be too big for this one? I think it is. Let me cut this out and let's see how close, how it fits on these clocks. Right, I need to grab a die for that, I think. Let's see if I've got a circle die that fits. Hopefully I do. I do try and plan my lives, I promise you, but they never go quite how you want them to go because, the best laid plans off to go agley. Right, is that the one we want? No. Next one down. Is that going to be too small? No, that's okay. All right, let's go with that one then. Oh, let's grab the old die cutting machine out. Let's grab the die cutting machine. Been doing a lot of mail cards recently. Oh gosh, I've just dropped me down on the floor. Okay. Move this out of the way, otherwise I'm not going to be able to do anything. You like the cogs and the gears? Yeah, I quite like. I really like these stickers. They've done such a good job. All of them. I bought all the different. I got all the different colours that they did, and they're just so good. I've used them quite a few times now. For mail cards, they're just so good. And they're stickers. That's the thing as well. They're stickers, but obviously if you don't want to take the backing off, you don't have to. But if you do need to, at least you don't have to worry about sticking them down. So, didn't quite position that right. Annoying. Got a white edge. Oh well, I have a white edge and that's just how it is. So there we go. Right, I do like that one. Let's just see. because you could have it on a, I don't mind that. It is obscuring them slightly, but I actually don't mind that. I might put it on there. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Quite like that because it draws your eye. All the numbers draw your eye into the greeting. And it also means you don't really see where I've miscut it. So let's go with that. That looks good to me. Right, so, okay. So now we know roughly what we're doing. We can start sticking down this side of all of our flaps. But do I need any? Yeah, I was going to have some coming out. So let's just stick this side down, first of all. So let's move the top ones. So this one here. So what I was saying before was you could do it like this if you wanted to. I'm wondering actually maybe I should. You could do it like this so that it's not all based on one. It's actually down like, oh, actually, should we do it like that? Or is that too much? Is that too busy? What do we think? Wow, that's very busy, isn't it? That's a lot. Do you like it like that? Should we do it like that? I guess for a mail card, because then you can have like, the only thing I wouldn't be able to fit in birthday wishes, I'd put my birthday wishes on a smaller thing then if I did that. I mean, I suppose I could do it like that. Or have it on the end here. What do we think? Does it still stand? It does still stand because of this. So we could do it like that. The only thing is then, decoration-wise, we're really not going to need very much. So do we prefer it like that, or do we prefer it with it all down like this? Down to the bottom or in the middle? What do we think? This is jazzy. Hi, Annie. Thank you very much. Dankeschön. I'm thinking you could put your birthday wishes there. But you really don't need to. A lot of these are going to be too big then. I feel like you don't even need, like, you could literally just do a birthday wishes and then maybe put, I don't know. You almost don't need much, do you? So do you like it? Do you like it in the middle? Yeah, well, I do quite like it. Okay, let's go middle then. Right, okay, we're going to go middle. I feel like the decoration is going to be so much less because it's so busy. So if we just stick with the birthday wishes and then maybe, I don't know what else. Okay, so in that case then, let's take, yeah, everyone seems to like the middle. I quite like the middle as well. I just think it looks a bit different. So we're going to take this one here. If you want to measure it first, you can, to make sure you're getting it properly in the middle. I'm going to just guesstimate it and hope for the best. And we'll see if it stands up. It should do, because you've got this, but it isn't very deep. So that's the only thing. It might, we might have a few problems there, but we'll see. I will make the mistakes and then you can learn from my mistakes. How about that? So let's stick that down there like that. So if my head gets in the way, just trying to make sure that's central, which I think it is, and straight. Yeah, I think that's central and straight. So that's that one. This is giving me other ideas now. You could cut some clock. Oh, yes, we could cut some out, actually, couldn't we? How about the bigger clock and just use one? Yeah, we'll have a look. Let me just stick these ones down. And then, because I feel like this is where we're going to be having things popping out, not so much here. Because also you don't want to like hide all your layers. That's the other thing. But I'll just say it again, please make sure you go really thin with your base card and your pattern papers. Now, these pattern papers, my paper pads are not as thick as I would like them to be, but I have to say that quite often they do come in clutch when you're doing things like this and you don't want thick papers. I couldn't do this with the first edition pad, for example, because it would just be too much. And that original card I showed you was looking really flimsy to start. When you've got all the separate layers, it looked really flimsy. But actually, when you've stuck everything down, it was fine. So, yeah, just bear that in mind. So that's that one. Then we want, just make sure as well you're doing it the right way. So then we're doing this one. So let's stick this one down. It's amazing how just changing something slightly can really change up the whole look of the card. Quite bizarre how that goes. Let's make sure that's straight. Yep. And then we have this one here. See, I wasn't sure as well if the pebbles and the wood would be okay, but actually they really go nicely. It's really quite a striking mix. That's going to go in there. Okay. Let me just scoochie these to the edge. There we go. Okay, so now we just need to work out what we're doing. So I think the birthday wishes, let's have a look. So it looks all right on that one. If we're going to go a bigger clock, we could go with that one there on the end, or we could put it over here. So then you can still, oh, I quite like it there actually. I think I might just put it there. Yeah, let's just do that. I think that works. So I'm going to stick the birthday wishes onto there. Yeah, Liz, I think you're right. Just use the one. Because with being a men's card as well, you don't really need to do a lot. So I think we will do that. Let's get our clock the right way up, like that. Get our birthday wishes and put that in the middle, like that. And we'll let that dry for a second. And before I do any more sticking down on here, I'm just going to turn this over and put the birthday greeting on the back. And now the moon is round and bright again. Oh, wow, 2029. That's not even that far away, is it really? Gosh, 2029, that's not far at all. 3 years? Wow. Time flies. I can't believe we're in 2026 already, to be honest with you. I have to say. It kind of boggles my mind, especially when people say, like, you know, the 80s. I think, oh, yeah, it's only 20 years ago, but it's not 20 years ago. It's more than that. Oh, dear. Dear, oh, dear. Right, let's put this on the back. Okay, so turn it over. And now we're going to start sticking. So if we're not sticking anything else down, we can just go ahead and stick. We don't have to worry about, you know, putting our bits in between the layers. So let's fold all this back. So I'm going to go ahead and stick this bit, and I need to grab a pencil. Where's my pencil gone? Here it is. Grab a pencil, put this over like this, and I'm just going to make a little mark top and bottom on the back layer so I know where I'm sticking. Okay, and I think I'm going to use red tape. I'm going to go with red tape instead of glue, just because then it's stuck straight away. So we won't have anything leaking out either. So let's go all the way down here, and then we'll stop just shy of our pencil mark. And then do another one here. All the way down here. There we go. Okay, so the best way to stick this down is peel off the backing, obviously. I'm going to do the whole thing. I'm not going to do it in sections. You know, I normally sort of peel back a little bit. Peel back the whole thing. Zigzag that in like that. Take this, fold it along that line like that, and stick it straight down like that. And then that sticks, stuck. So yeah, I think once we get these stuck down, I think it will stick. So then I'm going to take this one, fold that over. I'm going to make a little mark there. Now this one, for some reason, I think I must have not quite stuck it as far enough over here. It does hang over a little bit there. I can trim it, but I'm probably going to just leave it, to be fair. I don't think it's going to be a problem, because guys don't necessarily look at these things, do they? they're not really going to notice it. And there's a lot going on it, to be fair. So, right, so let's grab some red tape here. And again, I'm just going to go down here. I can see where to stop because of the bit behind here, my line. Now, the other thing as well I was thinking of that you could do is you could, if you do it, I'm not sure how it would work with this. Might work with this one, but with the other way, with this one here, what you could do is on this level particularly, well, and this level, you could, when you're putting your red tape on, you could just do red tape here, here, and a tiny bit along there and have it like a pocket that you can actually put things in. So that was another little idea I had. But yeah, so let's peel this off and that off. Oops. There we go. And then we'll take this again, make sure it's all folded up, it's not flat. Take this and then we're going to stick that down there like that. Then we want to do the same here. So again, I'm just going to fold this over. This one's not quite as straight as the other one, but anyway, whatever. Nothing I can do about that now. So there, there, and there. And then we'll go ahead and add some tape onto that. You just with the metal dots. Yes, I have actually got, you know, I think, was it you mentioned them last week? Someone said about metal dots. I have actually got some gems, but they look like metal dots. So I might well use those. And they were cheap ones. They were from like Poundland or something. I don't use them very often. But they look like that. So I could use those. So like here, for example, if you use thinner red tape, you could do a line there, and maybe a line on the bottom, and you've got like a little pocket. So that's another option as well. So if you want to make it into a gift card holder, you could do that. I think so. If you did this as a feminine card, so a Mother's Day card, you know, so I'm trying to be topical. A Mother's Day card, for example, you could do it all pretty, you know, papers, whatever, and then have feather die cuts out of vellum, and they could be coming out of the little layers because then they're not kind of too much, but they're, you know, a bit of something, a bit of fluff, as it were. Yeah, that's wonky, that one, but anyway, never mind. It is wonky. Goodness me, look at that wonky line. Okay, so just check you're not doing things wonky. But I'm going to be covering that up anyway with my clock in a minute, so it won't matter. It'll be fine. That's there, over to here. Like that. And then from here over to here. Like that. There we go. My head's a bit wonky today anyway, to be fair, so it's only right that it would be a little bit squiffy. Okay, and then we fold this over like that. So it stands up. There you go. Proof that it stands up. You haven't got a lot of depth on it, so you do just need to be careful whatever you add, but it does stand up. It does stand up. So then this one here, I'm going to put here like that. Oh, I'm quite liking this card. This is not how I expected it to be, but I'm quite liking it. So let's peel the backing off these clocks. Oh, there we go. I do love the fact these are sticky. So good. And then we should get that pretty much central. You could have it coming over and trim it off. Do we want to trim it? Because I could have it like that and then just trim off the excess. Let me just see what that would look like. It's starting to stick, so I need to be a bit careful if I do that. Yeah, I think no, I don't want to. No, I don't know if I do. Let me not. Oh, I don't know what I want to do. My brain. No, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna leave it like that, I think. I'm gonna leave it like that. I've stuck it down now. So it's tough bananas. Okay, so that's that. Cool. This is really thick. So this bit here, where you got all your layers, is really thick. This bit not so much, but it's fine because it does stand up. Okay, so let's go and find some dots. Let me find some metal dots. Let me put all my little hands back in again. There we go. And let's find my dots. Oh, move my dies out the way so I can get to my dots. My dots are in the drawer. Let's move that out. I'm actually really liking. It's just wow. Yeah, I'm liking that. I think it could be a good one for scraps as well, because you could work out, instead of doing like the whole panel, you could actually do strips, or washi tape as well would be quite good on this. You can almost stick your base card down first and then work out where your pattern needs to be. Right, let's find some metal dots. I do have, I've got to find them in this big old drawer. Oh, you metal dots. I can visualise them. Oh, there they are. These ones. They're gold though. I kind of don't want gold, I want bronze. I suppose I could do like some here, maybe some around here. These are actually like unmeshed. They're quite weird. Oh, no, they're okay. I don't mind that. They're okay. We can deal with that. Okay. And these, yeah, as I said, these are like on a, these are all attached. So I think what I might do is if I trim them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I could do a little run of 7 and a little run of 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, let's do that. So let's just do a little bit of surgery. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like that. And like that. And then these were Poundland or the Range, I think these were from. Adhesive craft sheets. Craft Creations? No. Yeah, I'm not sure, but I think they were the Range. And then let's trim off all the little bits on this end as well. Ooh. Like that. Doesn't matter too much what's showing, because okay. And then let's hope they still stick. Oh, they just peeled off. Is that just peeled? Oh, it's on a bit of tape. Interesting. Okay. It's actually on like a sticky, it's like just literally like a line of sticky tape. Okay. Let's get these off. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, and then I was thinking if we do like 1, 2, because they should, I was thinking they should bend around. Well, they sort of do. Sort of. Let me just scoochy that one in. Because they're on tape and they're not like, I thought they were just like, they've all got little dots on them, but they haven't, so that's fine. Could do that there. And then the same on the bottom. So we need 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So up to there. Like that. Like that. I'm not going to worry too much about the little bits of whatever that is, yarn that's attached, because they can go on the inside. It's just getting it to curve because they're on tape and they're not just individual spots. It makes it a bit more tricky. Actually, let's just do this, because they are a bit difficult to, the thicker this tape is, the more difficult it is to bend around. I might do a little slit in the actual tape to try and get it to stick a bit better. Ooh. Yeah, it's very sticky tape, which is good as far as I'm sticking in, but not as far as me trying to get them on. Okay, so I reckon about, so we finished at 12, so we need to start at 6, don't we? So if we start at 6, about there, I reckon. There, 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 there. There we go. That looks cool. Yeah, I like that. Male gems. Gems for guys. That's what these are. I think they still do them in the range. Only £1. Yeah, that's definitely a range sticker. Yeah, so they're from the range. So there you go. I think that's all we need. I don't think we need any more, do we? So they don't pop off, we'll be all right. Put the gems back in. Oof. So there we go. There is your card. 2 ways. The feminine tiered version or the male, whatever version you call that, central version. There you go. Very steampunk, that is. Very steampunk. Yeah, I'm pleased with how it turned out. That was not the direction I was heading in. But I like it. So that's cool. These could probably be a bit more roundy. But anyway, that's fine. It's fine. Yeah, I like that. That looks good. I think it's enough. I don't think it needs any more. It's a male card. I think, yeah. So there you go. There are your 2 different versions. As I said, I'm going to be doing a 7x7 version. That will be coming soon. Yeah. And you could use this for Mother's Day. I haven't done any Mother's Day specific. I got too many things juggling at the moment. I can't keep up. But yeah. There you go. Don't forget, next week there will not be a live stream. Members, there may well be one for you guys, just chatting in the middle of the Lake District, so you get to see some of the views. I just hope it's not tipping down with rain, because if it is, then we might not do. But yeah, I'm not going to schedule it because I'll see what the weather's like and where I'm at and what's happening and whatever. But just to have it on in your mind that it could well be, there could well be one at 12:30. And I will be going live directly from my phone, so there won't be any streaming software. There won't be any, fancy countdown and all that kind of business, because I won't have my laptop in the middle of the Lake District. So yeah, so members, there may well be one next week, just be a chat in the middle of the live stream. So I'll try and get some little topics conversation we can discuss. But yeah, or maybe I'll just go for a walk in the Lake District and you can see the views that I'm seeing. How about that? But yeah, so that's just a heads up for you guys. But for everybody else, I will be back live streaming as normal in 2 weeks' time. So whatever that is, the 10th, no, what would that be? That would be the, I don't know, 17th of March, 16th of March, something like that. Anyway, it'll be scheduled. So yeah. But yeah, thank you for joining me, everybody. And don't forget to go and obviously both of these paper pads are available over on Amazon. They're also available as digital kits in my Ko-fi shop. All the links are in the description below. I haven't linked the clock stickers because I wasn't sure if I was using them or not. But if you just go on to Journal Say, you'll see them on there. I've got a code, obviously, which is Iced Images. You can use on Journal Say and also on In Love Art Shop. Both of those get you discounts off, 8% on Journal Say and 20% on In Love Arts. So there you go. These were from Journal Say too. And yeah, I think that's probably me done for the day. I'm going to go now and film the 7x7 version. And I will see all of you in 2 weeks and members potentially next week. Okie dokie. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your week. And yeah, well, Sweet Pea, I like to keep it fresh. And also because, being a viewer myself of other channels, it's nice to be able to, it's nice to be able to input, and B, you guys are the ones who are going to be buying the pads. So I want to make stuff that you guys want. There's no point, is there? Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I understand. Being a viewer and a YouTube person, I can see both sides of it. So yeah. But yeah, I will see you all in 2 weeks' time. And members, I may well see you next week on live potentially. Okie dokie, everyone. Have a good rest of your day. Bye.